Describe how you did for me, like the traffic that comes in and out of there.
Yeah, there is a lot of drug traffic. People come in from all hours of the night, going down the road looking for pills or meth or whatever it is they're looking for. And we've caught them, my neighbors have caught them several times parked in our driveway. And they'll, run them out and say, go do your damn meth somewhere else or whatever,
Yeah.
And, so then I had people arguing with us. It wasn't but a couple days before the actual sale happened. And then, there was strange people sitting at the very bottom at the bottom of the driveway for this property. Across the road, there's a spot, like a parking spot. And, it's a great place to watch, this property we were on, and straight up our driveway plus Candace's, and just sit there. But I could see it from. So anyway, I took exception to that. There was all kinds of people sitting in there for like an hour or two, and as most of you know online, there was a DCS situation next door. And so, but it was so strange that, I think at that point I had messaged over and I was like, look, there are cars sitting here for hours because I didn't know what they were doing.
So that makes them mad, and they'll come by the house and burn rubber and rig all kind of heck and all this stuff. So we've had problems with them before, but lately we've had zero traffic here lately.
It's slowed down. Well, ever since summer, ever since that.
There's been nothing since then.
So so your road, is it, I just see the clips I've seen on the news, and it looks like you live in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how many neighbors do you guys have?
Well, it's hard to see them, with all the trees and everything, but we got neighbors, all around us, really.
But you can't see them from your house.
We got John who lives in a trailer about 500 yards away. Our neighbor's about, 50 yards away.
Everybody's really spread out.
Well, a lot of these guys are really good people.
Right.
They've never had an abduction off of Beach Creek before.
And I'm sure they've interviewed all the neighbors and everything, and all there was several sex offenders in the area, true, correct?
Yeah, they checked all those out and everything, And, we put a lot of pressure on the drug traffic, trying to get names of everybody who's been through there and stuff like that. And so, and as far as we can tell, it's none of them.
You're absolutely right. Yes,
and they sit and wait and watch. And, I said from the beginning, I said, it's got to be somebody close by there.
Yeah.
I think, because they're sitting watching and waiting for the right second, just the right second.
I agree. But there's one thing we got to stick with, or two things we got to stick with. The boys are the last one that seen her go down in the basement. And number two, the police dogs, followed her scent, not down the driveway, but down the dog trail, and it dead ended on the road.
Also, I was told by law enforcement that whether the scent, I've seen several places that say a dog picked up the scent and it ended. I've been told by a fairly credible source that was not the case.
County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson has not publicly commented on specifics of the case until now. I asked Sheriff Lawson about Wells' claims. Did dogs follow Summer's scent down the trail to the main road? The sheriff says yes.
The dogs had a pretty good track for a little while, but then it disappeared. But they lost scent when they come to the road. And sometimes canines, they will lose the scent when it changes different type, where they maybe went from the gravel to the pavement.
And
that's what we have to go with.
They're still right by the road.
Right. Which means she was thrown in a vehicle. And Fred Hill was leaving out that time, hauling some scrap metal off at that time.
I come in at night. I can't think exactly what time I come in, because I was going to haul cars that day, and then they closed before I could get anything hauled. And then I was gonna go to the grocery store, and then I ran on the man out in here in Sullivan. He broke down on a motorcycle, and I told him, he asked if I could get hold of somebody to come get it, you know, haul it in for him. And I told him, I said, well, I got a trailer, so I come back and got a trailer here, and went and hauled it for him the same day Summer went missing. And
Was it?
I didn't see nothing in down the holler down there during the times that they allowed she went missing.
So the Ranger, black, older model Ford Ranger that was seen in the area, we were told by law enforcement, we turned in that clue. We were told by law enforcement that was that truck was there. It was at the end of Ben Hill Road picking up an automotive part.